Fun 107, Michael and Maddie. It is February 29th, 2024. Today is Leap Day, and it started over 2,000 years ago, created to help align our calendar with the solar calendar and take into account the fact that the Earth takes slightly more than 365 days to orbit the sun. So today's bonus day arrives every 4 years. The last one was in 2020, just weeks before coronavirus crippled the nation and the world. About 5 million people share a rare Leap Day birthday today, about 0.5% of the 8 billion people on this planet. And this guy is one of them, Ja Rule. Happy birthday. He is 48 years old today. Motivational speaker Tony Robbins, also a Leap Day baby. He is 64 years old. The first Salem witch trial warrants were issued on Leap Day in 1692. Of course, they ignited the infamous Salem witch trials. In 1940, Gone with the Wind, winning 8 Academy Awards.
Fred, you go. Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
In the year 1960, the first Playboy Club featuring waitresses wearing bunny outfits. Fun 107, Michael and Maddie. Got some clouds out there this morning. It's chilly. It's straight up cold. We're going to get the full forecast coming up with meteorologist Kelly Bates from the ABC6 Weather Center in just a few minutes.
Bringing your taste of Hollywood right here to the South Coast, and we are here for it. We're spilling the tea with Maddie's Entertainment Update on Fun 107.
Well, we found out yesterday that comedian and actor Richard Lewis has died, and these days, a lot of people probably know Richard Lewis best as one of Larry David's neurotic friends on Curb Your Enthusiasm. And this scene aired just a little over a week ago with Richard Lewis and Larry David on screen.
Well, I have better news for you. I'm leaving you in my will. I'm tweaking it, and you're in it.
No, don't do that.
It's done. You're in.
I don't want to be in it. I have money. I don't need it. Give it to someone who needs it.
When I die, I want you to know how much I care about you.
I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to give it to charity.
You're my best friend. You're getting it.
No, I'm making a Sherman-esque statement about the will right now.
I'm sick of your historical references.
If nominated, I will not run. If bequeathed, I will not accept.
Well, I'm bequeathing.
Well, I'm not accepting.
You'll have to accept.
Don't give it to me.
Don't hurt my feelings.
I'm not going to keep a penny of it.
You're hurting me.
Thank you, but I don't want it.
I'm giving it to you anyway, pal.
Oh, my God.
Just ridiculous. So funny. Long before they battled it out, though, on Curb Your Enthusiasm, Richard Lewis was honing his neurosis-fueled brand of comedy on stage in the 70s and clubs on The Tonight Show, and by the 80s in stand-up specials on Showtime and HBO. And a lot of times he's talking about therapy and addiction and things like that. And then he had the movies, Robin Hood, Men in Tights, and sitcoms and all of that. Lewis revealed that he had Parkinson's disease last year, and we're told that he died of a heart attack. Richard Lewis was 76 years old.
How eerie is that they're talking about
I know.
will?
No,
That's some Simpsons stuff right there, you know?
Totally, about a week or two ago. Some big-time singers and Kens officially will take the stage at the Oscars this year. It is official. Ryan Gosling will perform the Oscar-nominated song I'm Just Ken at the Oscars. And he'll be joined by the song's writer and producer Mark Ronson. But that's not all. Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas, they're also going to perform this song, their Oscar-nominated Barbie song, What Was I Made For? Becky G will sing The Fire Inside from Flaming Hot. John Baptiste will do it. It Never Went Away from American Symphony. And Scott George and the Onsage Singers will play their song from Flower Moon. Oscars Sunday night on ABC. And a story out of Providence this morning. Nintendo is suing the developers who created a Nintendo Switch emulator. The lawsuit, which was filed in Rhode Island on Monday, accuses Tropic Haze of copyright violations in pirating Nintendo's video game software.
Wow.
The lawsuit claims an emulator is a piece of software that allows users to unlawfully play pirated video games that were published only for a specific console. Didn't you just buy one of these things?
Wait a minute. I'm over here playing Super Mario 64 on like a little hard drive.
You got it for Christmas, didn't you? Like a little box.
Came from China. Took like 5 weeks to get here. And there's 37,000 games on there.
Including this one, right?
Including this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're coming after you,
I
Gazelle.
feel like a dirty bird right now.
More entertainment news up on the Fun 107. Fun 107, Michael and Maddie got a little sunshine out there this morning. And it's a cold one. It's only 27 out there right now. Today's Leap Day.
Right. It's a leap day.
So, honestly, if you get paid, this has always bothered me. If you get paid a salary, so you make X amount of dollars a year, today you're working for free.
Yeah. People can also say the same thing about paying their rent this month. How
You get a bonus day?
No, they want the change back because it's only 29 days as opposed to
No, the extra day.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter anyway because February's only at 28 days normally.
Right, but
Yeah, that's right.
But what I'm trying to say is, if you get paid a salary, like an annual salary,
Yeah.
normally you're working. You don't work 365 days, but normally there are 365 days in the year. Now there are 366 this year.
Correct.
You're working an extra day for free.
Well, I mean,
The man is bringing you down.
you can always take off a holiday that you normally wouldn't if you really want to get.
But you could have done that with 365 days.
It made it 364.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. So then, how about on the days of leap year, they add an extra holiday just on the leap year days? That's what they should do. Well, actually, to be honest with you, today should have been free. Today should have been a day off,
Right.
like a national holiday on a Thursday.
What are they? I think can you not that you can't always do this, but is the tradition that a woman could ask a man to marry her today? And I know you can do that anyway. I'm
Yeah,
just saying traditionally.
I thought it was an old Irish tale.
It is actually.
Okay, all right.
It's called Bachelor's Day in Ireland.
That's what it's called?
That's what it's called. Bachelor's
right.
Day in Ireland.
Yeah.
And on this day, historically,
Mm-hmm.
women could ask a man to marry her.
Wow, 4 years ago on this day, I was just getting to know my wife. It's only been, would have been a few months. So she had her shot. She blew it. Because now it's too late. But I'm curious to see if that's, if people still celebrate that, if anything. Or maybe not here, but maybe even in Ireland, if that's still
No,
a
it's
thing,
definitely still a thing in Ireland.
you know.
But hey, ladies, shoot your shot today.
It's a good day to shoot your shot. But remember, you're not getting paid to do it. If you're on salary.
Yeah. So they're saying there's an article on fun107.com that if you are planning to get married this year, apparently, and I never knew this, getting married during a leap year is bad luck. And I bet there are a lot of brides out there that just did the same thing.
Yeah. I know, because I'm huffing and puffing because I never heard of that before.
I never heard of that before either. But
Sounds like malarkey to me.
the article's up on fun107.com.
Doesn't make sense. You'd think that, like, if it was a rainy day, it's the opposite of good luck. If it's a leap year, it's a lucky year. I don't understand why it would be. Why? You get one extra day of the year. So what would make that unlucky? Where's the tie-in?
Yeah, I don't know.
See,
Maybe because we're messing with the Earth's, orbit.
No,
right?
we're correcting the Earth's orbit. That's why we have
It's
an
true.
extra day.
You know who came up with it?
Who?
Julius Caesar.
Well, he makes a good salad, and that's pretty much it.
In the year 45 BC, came up with the idea,
How do you
figured it
know
out.
this? How?
It's my job to know these weird things.
45 BC?
Yes.
There's nothing going on at 45 BC right now.
So it's been going on for like 2,000 years, this
Great.
leap day.
What a tradition.
More info you didn't need to know. Fun 107. Fun 107, Michael and Maddie. And big day today for all you CrossFitters out there. Today marks the beginning of the CrossFit Games, the Opens.
Oh.
And it's a fun day. It's like kind of like a holiday if
Will
you're in
you be,
CrossFit.
participating?
Absolutely. This will be my 8th CrossFit Games.
So how does one prepare for it? Now take me to this. So like,
How does one prepare?
Last night, did you have
No.
carbs, spaghetti?
Nothing.
Why? I bet you everybody else who's doing that had carbs last night.
Well, you don't necessarily. Here's how it goes. So they're going to announce the first workout today at 3. And most people will do that workout tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do it tonight, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do it tonight.
Wait a minute.
You can do it. You'll do it tomorrow, though. It'll be tomorrow's workout for everybody across the world. The world now.
Yeah, because I remember you went on vacation somewhere.
I did this in
Ireland?
Paris.
Paris.
One time.
That's kind of cool.
It was very cool.
How were the Paris people? Were they big and muscly and?
I don't remember. I was kind of off on my own.
Yeah.
It was kind of a strange CrossFit gym. It wasn't like all a CrossFit gym. It was like a little corner of a gym.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they announced the workout today at 3, and then most people will do it tomorrow, but you'll have until I think Monday night to get it done. Oof. And then you enter it, and the best part of it is you get to see where you rank in the world.
So it's probably good to go early. That way, for a split second,
that's it.
You're amongst the gods.
I do that all the time, and then I watch myself fall as the weekend goes on.
How does your heart take that?
Well, I'm
punch in the pants.
It's a dose of reality. Like I know.
I feel for my wife. She's out for the count. She's sick, and I know she usually does this every year. And yeah, maybe not this year. I kind of.
Do you think she'll be able to work out before Monday night?
I mean, yes. The answer is yes, but
well, then she'll be okay.
I mean, how long would say she plays catch up over the weekend and she goes on Sunday?
That's fine.
She'll have time to do Sunday and Monday to catch up.
As long as you do it before Monday night, you're all set. Just enter it on the app and you're all good.
Well, how long is the normal workout?
How long does it take to do the workout?
Yes, yeah.
It varies, but it'll be less than an hour.
All right, so yeah, you could definitely wait till the last minute if you wanted
definitely.
to.
Yeah.
All right.
She can do it Monday afternoon. It'd be totally fine.
Well, then I feel better because I'm the one who got her sick. So.
Well, good luck to all you athletes out there participating in the CrossFit Games. We'll see, what comes up today at 3 for that first WOD. Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. I'll need it. 6:54, 90-second news update now in film.
An 18-year-old has been arrested for his connection to a New Bedford shooting incident that happened on February 15th. Police responded to a convenience store that day on Brock Avenue where a vehicle had been damaged. No injuries were reported. Danielson Varela was taken into custody without incident and charged with firing a gun within 500 feet of a building, assault and battery by firearm, and destruction of property. He remains held without bail. The investigation is active and additional suspects are being sought. A Fall River man faces up to 20 years in prison for his role in a conspiracy to distribute oxycodone pills. 37-year-old Austin Gonzalez entered a guilty plea. He's due back in court for sentencing on May 30th. The wife of late Red Sox pitcher Tim Wakefield has died. Like her husband, who died last fall, Stacy Wakefield was battling cancer. A mill building in North Attleboro is in danger of partially collapsing. The town administrator says the Webster Mill took some hits between recent storms and a partial roof collapse. The building has been a public safety issue for many years. The town is now preparing to demolish the unsafe part of the building, and detours are in place. The State Department of Transportation is urging drivers to put down the phones while on the road by using the built-in Do Not Disturb feature. More than 11,000 people have been injured in crashes involving distracted drivers statewide since 2021, and more than half of those have been deadly. Police in Newport, Rhode Island have arrested a man for arson and carjacking. 25-year-old Foster Krupa is accused of setting 4 fires in the basement of a mansion early Wednesday morning. Krupa allegedly followed this up by vandalizing several parked cars, then used a fishing spear to steal a vehicle from a woman. Police reported having to use stun guns to bring Krupa under control. And a Willy Wonka-inspired experience is garnering attention and outrage online after police were called to the event in Scotland. Families at the event paid $44 per ticket for what was billed as optical marvels and extraordinary props. Instead, they were offered a sparsely decorated warehouse and a small cup of lemonade. The lemonade offering became limeade as supplies ran out. Attendees became so angry that police were called. One of the actors, Paul Connell, said that crowds outside were furious. In sports, the Boston Red Sox in spring training today with the Detroit Tigers. Game at 1. The Boston Bruins host the Vegas Golden Knights tonight at 7. And the Boston Celtics host the Dallas Mavericks Friday. Traffic and weather next. From the Chart Oak Tavern Newsroom, I'm Phil Devitt for Fun 107.
Well, what a surprise we had this morning. I mean, Kelly Bates warned us it was going to get cold. And sure enough, walk outside. Sun's not up yet, but I'll tell you what was on the ground. Ice. It was cold out there. And I'm just grateful that I was able to start the car beforehand. Now, I understand some cars out there don't have it. And maybe this has been on your wish list or your bucket list or even your Christmas list, but you still don't have it. Now, listen, I'm telling you right now, there is nothing more satisfying than on a cold morning getting into a warm, cozy car that is already defrosted. That's the other thing. If you had ice in your windshield, it took forever to defrost this morning, but because I had the remote starter, I was good to go. Now, that's where Spindle City Auto Glass comes into play, because not only do they do auto glass repair, and they also do auto detailing, they're really good at making sure that you have the best remote starter on the market. They deal with Automate. They've been the leading industry leader for over 20 years, and they only go with the best. Spindle City Auto Glass is about quality, all about the quality over there. And, of course, customer service. But that's besides the point, because at Spindle City Auto Glass, they want to make sure that if it's a morning like today, you don't have to worry about the small things in life. Like start your day on the right foot in a nice warm car that's already been defrosted, right? But you got to have that with a remote starter. So if you're looking to have that installed, just head on down there. They're located on Bedford Street, 483 Bedford Street. Or you can even, book an appointment right online. It's simple. Go to SpindleCityAutoGlass.com, click on Book Now, and then you're all set to go. Okay? Get yourself an appointment, go in there, get yourself a remote starter, and you'll be much happier, especially on a day like today with Spindle City Auto Glass and online, SpindleCityAutoGlass.com.
Fun 107, Michael and Maddie, and this is an interesting phone call we're making here. If you're an old school Fun 107 fan, this is going to kind of blow your mind a little bit. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Michael Rock and Gazelle over here at Fun 107.
I know.
So, Robin, how do you pronounce your last name? I don't want to mess it up.
Jobert.
Jobert. Robin Jobert?
Yes.
So, Robin, we were just noticing that it's your anniversary this month, and it's your 28th anniversary, right?
Correct.
And most people are like, okay, so what? 28 years, what's the big deal? The big deal is you, 28 years ago this month, got married as part of Fun 107's mega marriage.
Wow.
Is that right?
That is right.
Holy cow, that's crazy. I was actually there that day.
Did you marry her?
No.
Oh.
No. So the whole concept of this was we got a bunch of couples, and I don't remember how many. Do you remember how many there were?
7, including us.
So there were 7 total couples, and we got them all together. So, they all basically got to have a free wedding. So these people wanted to get married, but they didn't want to spend a ton of money. So we got, all of them together. They got to have we were at Hawthorne Country Club, if I remember correctly.
Yep, that's right.
So it was free food and limos and photographer and all of it.
It's a free wedding.
Free wedding.
Where was this last year?
The only little catch is that you had to be okay with getting married with 6 other couples.
Right, yeah. We didn't know. Well, I had written a letter to enter it. I didn't tell my boyfriend at the time, and you guys called us on Valentine's Day, and we were the last couple to win. So, yeah.
So then you were like, oh, by the way, we're getting married.
Sort of. And we didn't realize it was with 6 other couples, so we had to kind of make a quick decision, but, it worked out.
It worked out. So you're there with your husband, right, Robin?
Yeah, we actually went away these last couple of days, compliments of my mom, so we just, yeah.
What is the actual anniversary, Robin?
February 24th.
February 24th, so a few days ago. And what's your husband's name?
We call him Joe. His name is Arthur, but his name is Joe.
So, Joe, what's your memory of that day?
So I wake up off of sleep to say, hey, we're going to be on the radio. I think we won our wedding. And then she goes on the air. They say all this stuff, and then she hangs up the phone. And I said, wait a minute. She said, what? I said, I think they said we're getting married in 10 days. She goes, no, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. So, she called back and, they said, yeah, you're getting married in 10 days, which was kind of, was it 10 days?
It was 10 days.
Yeah.
That's like a reality TV show.
Do you remember how many guests that you could invite?
40.
4. That's pretty good.
Not bad. It's like COVID rules.
Yep.
You say that till you try to make the guest list. And
Yeah, I guess that's true.
feelings were hurt.
We split it.
Did you guys end up having kids? Like, what's your life been like since then?
Oh, yeah. We have 3 children. We have a 25-year-old daughter, a 21-year-old son, and
A 12-year-old son.
he was a surprise.
And do you know any of the other couples from that day that we married the 7 couples?
We knew another couple, through other friends. Years later, we met them, but I don't, yeah. We didn't really know any of them.
So now, do you like the way it went? Are you happy that you went through with the mega marriage?
Oh, yeah. It saved us. We were young. We were 22 and saved us a ton of money. It gave us a nice little head start in life instead of, like our daughter's getting married this year and that's costing a lot of money. So, we lucked out and things went well. We've managed over 28 years not to kill each other.
And refresh my memory. Was it Kuchenbacher that became the officiant?
No, it was my husband was arguing. He was there. He was arguing with me who was actually on the radio show that morning. But no, you hired a justice of the peace.
Okay, so we made it legit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was legit.
Imagine all these years later and it was all fake.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine? Like, he actually wasn't a licensed. Hey, that's why we're calling. We're calling to let you in on the prank. You're not really married.
You just got pranked.
For 28 years.
Well, here's your chance. Run.
Oh, my goodness.
He was pretty shocked that morning. In this morning, too, I was like, hey, by the way, Fun 107 is calling us. I can't stop laughing.
He's like, deja vu. Haven't we been down this road before?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm glad you guys participated in that mega marriage all those years ago, and glad to hear that things are still going well for you guys.
Thank you. We're pretty happy.
Happy anniversary.
Enough, right?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It is 7:52, and Phil Devitt is in the Chart Oak Tavern newsroom with the headlines.
New Bedford police are looking for more suspects in a shooting incident earlier this month after arresting an 18-year-old. Danielson Varela faces several charges, including firing a gun within 500 feet of a building. Police say shots were fired February 15th around noon on Brock Avenue outside of a convenience store. There were no injuries, but a vehicle was hit. A Fall River man faces up to 20 years in prison for his role in a conspiracy to distribute oxycodone pills in the region. 37-year-old Austin Gonzalez entered a guilty plea. He's due back in court for sentencing on May 30th. The presidential primary is Tuesday in Massachusetts, with early voting wrapping up this week. The Secretary of State's office says more than 300,000 people have already voted. Governor Maura Healey's nominee to the state Supreme Judicial Court was confirmed Wednesday. The Governor's Council voted 6-1 in favor of Appeals Court Judge Gabrielle Wolohojian. There had been some controversy about the nomination due to Wolohojian's past romantic relationship with the governor. The state Republican Party called it inappropriate, but Healey said no one was more qualified. The wife of a late Red Sox pitcher has died. Stacey Wakefield's death was announced by her family on Wednesday. Her passing comes just 5 months after her husband, Tim Wakefield, died at age 57 of brain cancer. Stacey Wakefield was also battling cancer. And the stars of Curb Your Enthusiasm are remembering the late, great Richard Lewis. The comedian died Tuesday of a heart attack. His most recent role was on the hit Larry David comedy show, now airing its final season. And on Wednesday, David called Lewis the funniest person, adding that he was like a brother to him. In sports, the Boston Red Sox in spring training today with the Detroit Tigers after falling short to the Washington Capitals yesterday. Game at 1 o'clock. The Bruins looking to put an end to their 3-game losing streak. The Black and Gold return to TD Garden for tonight's matchup against the Vegas Golden Knights at 7. And the Celtics go for a 10th straight win Friday night, hosting the Dallas Mavericks. Traffic and weather next. From the Chart Oak Tavern newsroom, I'm Phil Devitt for Fun 107.
Fun 107, Michael and Maddie. A nice morning out there. A little chilly, but it's a lot of sunshine and going to be a pretty nice day today. Highs up in the mid-30s. Guys, people are losing their minds about this Wareham Walmart story.
Again?
So so today is going to make it day number 3. They're still struggling with, from what I understand, we called over there. We talked to the management over there. I don't quite get it, but apparently there's some kind of a cash room.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow the system won't allow them to get cash.
Oh, boy.
So that they can give people change. That's all it is. That's all it is.
So the cash register is stuck.
It's not quite the cash register. I think it's the cash system.
Gotcha.
Specifically the cash room. Okay, so basically if you come in, let's say your bill is $102 and you give them $105, they can't get the $3 to give it back to you.
Oh, no.
So I think that's what's going on here. But people are like trying to make this like this is a government conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
Where like they're trying to get rid of cash and all that, which, you know what, maybe they are, but I don't think that's what's going on at Walmart in Wareham today.
You got that right. It would be every other Walmart. It wouldn't be just that specific.
It's funny you say that because one of the comments, we wrote a story about this yesterday on our fun107.com, but up on Facebook, somebody said, I'm reading this from like North Carolina or South Carolina or something like that. And she said that my local Walmart's having the same thing.
Man.
So now that doesn't help. That does play into the conspiracy theory.
Well, here's another one. What if AI is getting involved? I mean, you sure that's all technologically advanced over there to get into a cash room? It's not like they're over there like, you know, with a one of those combination lockers like you see in high school.
Yeah.
It's all electronic.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. There's not many details. But the bottom line is, if you're going to Walmart in Wareham today, bring your card.
There you go.
Don't try to pay by cash today. No, I don't think this is the fall of currency in the United States. No.
What's Putin got over Wareham?
Putin?
Well, I'm just saying, what if this is Russia trying to, like, hack through?
That's not what's... Oh, that was the other thing. You know, last week was the cell phones.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Now they're coming for the cash. It is 90-second news update time. And Phil Devitt has a look from the Charred Oak Tavern.
An 18-year-old has been arrested for his connection to a New Bedford shooting incident that happened on February 15th. Police responded to a convenience store that day on Brock Avenue where a vehicle had been damaged. No injuries were reported. Danielson Varela was taken into custody without incident and charged with firing a gun within 500 feet of a building, assault and battery by firearm, and destruction of property. He remains held without bail. The investigation is active and additional suspects are being sought. A Fall River man faces up to 20 years in prison for his role in a conspiracy to distribute oxycodone pills. 37-year-old Austin Gonzalez entered a guilty plea. He's due back in court for sentencing on May 30th. The wife of late Red Sox pitcher Tim Wakefield has died. Like her husband, who died last fall, Stacy Wakefield was battling cancer. A mill building in North Attleboro is in danger of partially collapsing. The town administrator says the Webster Mill took some hits between recent storms and a partial roof collapse. The building has been a public safety issue for many years. The town is now preparing to demolish the unsafe part of the building, and detours are in place. The State Department of Transportation is urging drivers to put down the phones while on the road by using the built-in Do Not Disturb feature. More than 11,000 people have been injured in crashes involving distracted drivers statewide since 2021, and more than half of those have been deadly. Police in Newport, Rhode Island have arrested a man for arson and carjacking. 25-year-old Foster Krupa is accused of setting 4 fires in the basement of a mansion early Wednesday morning. Krupa allegedly followed this up by vandalizing several parked cars, then used a fishing spear to steal a vehicle from a woman. Police reported having to use stun guns to bring Krupa under control. And a Willy Wonka-inspired experience is garnering attention and outrage online after police were called to the event in Scotland. Families at the event paid $44 per ticket for what was billed as optical marvels and extraordinary props. Instead, they were offered a sparsely decorated warehouse and a small cup of lemonade. The lemonade offering became limeade as supplies ran out. Attendees became so angry that police were called. One of the actors, Paul Connell, said that crowds outside were furious. In sports, the Boston Red Sox in spring training today with the Detroit Tigers. Game at 1. The Boston Bruins host the Vegas Golden Knights tonight at 7. And the Boston Celtics host the Dallas Mavericks Friday. Traffic and weather next. From the Charred Oak Tavern Newsroom, I'm Phil Devitt for Fun.
Fun 107, Michael and Maddie. And a lot of times, on the show, we really try to spotlight some good things that are going on out there, like some positive, uplifting stories.
Way too much negativity in the world.
It's not always easy to find these, happy stories. A lot of people tend to like to talk more about the bad stories and the negative things. But we found a good one here, Gazelle. You found this from Sarah Silva in New Bedford, right?
Yeah, good friend of mine. I believe she used to be a bartender at a local place I used to go to.
No wonder you know her.
Yeah. Everybody knows a bartender, right?
So, Sarah, you were working from home yesterday, and you put in an order on Instacart. And I think, like you said in your post here, it's an industry, Instacart, and that whole delivery scene is an industry where all you ever hear about if you're working in that is complaints.
Correct.
Like, nobody ever is like, oh, thanks for delivering my pizza on time.
Yeah, right.
Nobody ever says that. But, Sarah, you've got a pretty cool story to share. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes. Thanks for sharing the story, actually. So I actually do still bartend, Chris. So, so I'm still in the industry, and I've worked in service all my life, customer service. And it's tough out there, and I think things are especially tough right now. The world is tough out there. So much negativity, like you said. I was working from home. I was kind of having a tough day. So I ordered Instacart with a couple items that I really needed. And I messaged her, the shopper, who I don't know. And I just said, oh, if they have this specific ice cream, I'd like that. I said, it's been a tough day, And so she shopped, and then she put it, fortunately, they didn't have that kind. And I was like, oh, it's all right. I'll survive. I'm thinking I don't need the ice cream anyway. And, it takes about 45 minutes or something like that for her to do her thing and get to me. And don't forget, yesterday was like torrential downpour all day, right?
Yeah. Windy.
Awful weather. And so I went to go get it outside, and, I ordered from Market Basket, and there was a Chukie's bag on top, a paper bag. And like she wrote on it, and it just said, on me, hope you feel better. And I'd be lying if I said my eyes didn't fill up with water. Like, I was like, oh my God, that was just, I don't think I've experienced that just kindness in a very long time. Just seeing that note completely changed my day and just made my day. So I shared it on Facebook because all we do is get complaints, right? Yeah. And I really thought Stephanie, her name is Stephanie, that's all I know. That was her first time with me, and she did that. And I just thought that was the sweetest thing. So I wanted to share it.
So you mean she went out of her way to a different supermarket?
A different store.
To find your ice cream.
Different store in torrential downpour for a stranger she doesn't even know.
And bought it for you.
And bought it for me. Like, she didn't put it on, that was all on her. So that was just something that was so kind that, it really, really touched me.
I mean, that really is a nice thing to do. It really is. She must be an ice cream lover.
No.
It's from one ice cream lover to another. Only we know
right.
the struggle of wanting that ice cream and then not being able to get it.
Go ahead and share with the world, Sarah, what kind of ice cream it was.
I was just going to say, if you haven't tried Ben & Jerry's Dirt Cake, I strongly suggest you do.
What a plug.
That's my nickname, Dirt Cake.
Yes.
What a Dirt Cake?
But don't go to Market Basket for it, because clearly they don't have it. So just go to Chukie's. But yes, it was a really wonderful thing she did. So I hope she's listening, because she deserves to know.
Yeah. Now, I've never used Instacart before. Can you request Stephanie again?
I put her as a favorite shopper, so you can do that. You can do that. So
she's got to be from around here, right?
Sure.
She's a local.
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah.
Stephanie, the Instacart hero.
That's it.
The ice cream hero.
That's
yes.
Right. Thanks a lot, Dirt Cake. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Dirt Cake. Yes.
Have a great day. We are Fun 107. Fun 107, Michael and Maddie. It is Leap Day today, so I guess what they say is you can, if you are a woman, you can ask a man to marry you.
Nice.
Listen, you can do that anytime anyway. It's 2024. But traditionally speaking,
especially in Ireland,
back in the day, this used to be a thing. And, ladies, shoot your shot today.
Yeah, why not? You got nothing to lose.
Well, I don't know about that. But, no, you know what? Enjoy your Leap Day. And actually, I want to say a very happy birthday to everybody who's got a birthday today, because these are the people, they can only celebrate their birthday once every 4 years. They're true birthdays.
Very, very true.
Once every 4 years. So And your grandmother was one of those people, right?
She would have been 92 today, which means she would have been 23 in leap years.
23.
Imagine that. Oh, to be 23 again.
So leap day today means bingo for you, my friend.
Bingo tonight. Big night tonight. You know, the pressure's really on the line. I'm teaming up with the community home care.
Community nurse home care.
Thank you. I should probably remember that.
Seaport Inn tonight, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. They are sold out. I'm being told. We apologize. No more tickets. They're sold out. If you want to make a donation, by all means, go ahead. We'd love that because all the profits are going to go and help out this incredible program. And we're doing it in style with bingo. And I can't wait. It's going to be a fun time.
I'm going to go because I've got a ticket.
No, you don't.
And I'm going to go. And I'm going to clean house
Come
in there.
on.
I'm going to embarrass you. Like, you remember Troy Brown when you go and just kill it at bingo?
Bingo. I got bingo. I win again.
That's going to be me tonight.
I can't
I'm
believe
bringing
you
my
held
A
out
game tonight.
this entire time. You had a ticket and you didn't tell me. Now I'm already nervous as it is.
Do you know what you're doing?
I know. I do. I've called bingo before. I've done this. It's going to be fun.
Like, do you know all the little things? Like, you know, like I-22. You call, yeah, you go I-20, then you pause, and everyone's going to go, toot.
Well, I do now, thanks to you. That's the only one I know. It's like, I know when you get to the B's, you can be like, be, and then you're like, you know, positive, be kind, be 9. No? Does that sound a thing?
I mean, listen, I don't want to see you go off the rails.
Well,
I know
then
sometimes you get, with pressure,
yeah.
You're not always the best at handling the pressure.
Oh, to be young. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Right? Oh. I'm working on it.
What are you, like Better Call Saul? Remember him? He had the whole meltdown, right?
He went off the rails.
Bingo. I got bingo.
All right. Listen, Brian, we know what you
won again.
B5 as in, boy, this B thing is really starting to tick me off.
Here's Gazelle.
B as in Battleship. B as in Bourbon. B as in Belize. Beautiful place. So I've heard. I would love to go there. But let's face it, that's never going to happen. None of us has ever leaving this godforsaken wasteland.
It's Gazelle tonight. Go support Community Nurse Home Care at the Seaport Inn. The sold out, but you can still make a donation.
Absolutely.
At Community Nurse's website. It is 8:52. Fun 105.